October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I was thinking about some of the objections and reasons that clients give me when they decide not to purchase cyber insurance. I've assembled the top 5, which I'm going to give to you in a second, but first, I want to say briefly that cyber insurance is really important today for firms of any size. The threat of being attacked is very high. The costs of remediating attack are very expensive, and frankly, cyber insurance is very affordable. Your data, your information is all valuable to you. If it's seized in a ransomware attack, destroyed by a malicious actor or rogue employee, or exfiltrated to the dark web and sold, it could force you out of business. It's that serious. We'd be happy to get you a quote on cyber insurance and explain it to you, and we only need a few bits of information to get that started. If you're interested, let me or your account manager know, and we'd be happy to circle back with you. So what follows are the top 5 reasons I get for not buying cyber insurance and my responses. Some of them are a little funny. The first is, I won't have a data breach. I'm too small for hackers to attack me. Well, the fact is that 43% of all cyber attacks are targeted at small businesses. For hackers, small businesses have the least robust cybersecurity systems, so they're easy targets. Number 2, our business has top-notch cybersecurity defenses in place. Well, that's great, and it's going to help you get coverage, and pretty cheaply. But if you ask your IT services company or your MSP, they're likely going to encourage you to get cyber insurance. Why? Because they know that there is no perfect or bulletproof solution when it comes to cybersecurity. Look, here's the basics. If the Department of Defense can get hacked, so can your business. Number 3, the cost of a cyber incident isn't that significant. Well, this one is really false. The cost of a cyber incident can be very significant. Whether it's ransomware seizing control of your network, hackers stealing or destroying your data, or cyber criminals stealing your money and securities, these are costly events. In fact, statistics show that about 60% of the small businesses that do have a cyber event without insurance go out of business within 6 months of the attack. Cyber events hitting small firms cost them in the range of $25,000 to $250,000, depending on the attack vector and the duration of the event. And by no means is $250,000 the ceiling of cyber event costs. Number 4, cyber insurance is too expensive. Well, while the cost of cyber insurance has gone up over the past 18 months, I still think it's pretty affordable for most of the risks that it covers. Here are just a few examples of what a $1 million cyber policy would cost based on recent sales. A startup hedge fund with no revenue, about $1,500. A travel agency with $3 million in revenue, $2,300. An accounting firm with $1.3 million in revenue, $1,500. A consulting firm with $90 million in revenue was only $5,000. A restaurant with $3 million in revenue, $2,000. All pretty reasonable premiums in my opinion. And finally, number 5. If I buy a policy, there are too many exclusions for it to ever pay out. I'm not sure where this thought comes from, but in my experience, the typical small business cyber policy provides broad protection against the most common first-party and third-party claim scenarios businesses face. Yes, you will need to have some minimum security standards in place, like multi-factor authentication, but I have not directly seen cyber claims denied over exclusions. Here's the bottom line. I believe, as do many corporate risk managers and decision makers, that cyber risk is the most challenging threat to businesses today. Cyber insurance can't stop an event from occurring, but it can do 2 things if you are faced with such an event. The first is that most cyber policies come with a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year hotline to help you immediately respond when you know or you suspect an event is happening, and then help you remediate that threat and comply with state and federal laws governing cyber breaches. The second is that a cyber policy provides you the funds to help remediate that cyber event, whether that's paying for defense costs and settlements if you're sued over digital privacy, reimbursing you for money and securities fraudulently stolen from you, paying extortion demands of ransomware attackers, or paying for the cost of damaged software, hardware, and data. Plus, all the legal, forensic, and crisis management costs and notification costs that go with every breach. All we need to provide you a non-binding quote for cyber insurance is your domain name, your annual revenue, and some basic security info. Contact me or your account manager so we can discuss this further. At the very least, let us get you a quote so you can evaluate the cost and make a decision from there. Thanks for watching, and if you have any other questions, please reach out to us.